All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings, and we just got some news about the Punisher, the MCU Punisher that we're going to be seeing in the Daredevil upcoming series, Daredevil Born Again, I believe it's called.
Yep.
Yeah. So we got it from the head of streaming television and animation over at Marvel Studios, and he was on a podcast recently, Phase Hero, a film and TV podcast, and he said that Jon Bernthal's Punisher would 100% return after Daredevil Born Again. So my question for you guys is, where is he going to get his another season, or is he going to pop up in somebody else's show, or both?
He's getting his own show.
Get his own show. And they're already saying Daredevil Born Again is going to get another season after this. It wouldn't surprise me if he shows up again in that. And depending on, because it's kind of sounding like they're slowly resurrecting the Netflix Marvel universe and kind of incorporating it into the greater MCU like they're doing with Born Again. So I'm sure they'll restore his solo outings, which I'd be good with, because I think there's more you can do with that.
Yeah.
As well as have him show up in, Born Again. I don't know if he'd show up in in like a Spider-Man movie. That would be cool. But I'm thinking like a lot of the, the revivals on Disney Plus that are centered in street level New York.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which I'm good with.
Yeah.
I really like Jon Bernthal.
Yeah.
I just I'm assuming they would just write out the character of Micro, because since that actor is playing Ben Grimm now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can do Marvel. Marvel has you can play multiple characters in Marvel. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Ask Alfred Woodard or Mahershala Ali, right?
Or Doom. You conveniently forget that.
He tries to.
I'm
he
like,
tries to forget it. Yeah. 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 But also, Jon Bernthal is not. I feel like some of these other guys are TV stars.
Mm-hmm.
Jon Bernthal is a movie star.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that he's a legit movie star.
Mm-hmm.
So
stars.
I wouldn't be surprised.
A little bit much.
I mean, he hasn't. What's the one? The recently one that he had. That he was getting a lot of love for.
Oh God, what's the last movie?
I can't think of it. But
that's my point. That's when you're saying stars. Like,
that was a good movie too.
Which one was it?
He was in a lot of stuff. I think about it.
Well, that's right. He was in Wolf of Wall Street. He was in Fury. He's in Shot Caller.
I love him.
We Own the City, Baby Driver. He was in Ford's Ferrari, Sicario. Oh yeah, he was in How I Met Your Mother. I just watched.
He sure was.
He was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he sure was.
Yeah. But the movie where's the movie that he just did earlier? I believe it was this year.
It wasn't Origin, was it?
It was Origin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's getting a lot of love for that one. But King Richard. He was in King Richard.
Yeah. King Richard, last time I saw him, that's why I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So like he's not a leading man yet. I think he's there, but any of the characters he's on in I guess American Gigolo, was that a show or a movie? Yeah, that was a show. So
that was a show.
I just don't think he's good at movies. I mean,
yeah,
but that's just that.
Yeah, but he's probably been in more movies than any other of the MCU Netflix people.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah. So like, yeah. And he's been in award-winning movies, like King Richard, Wolf of Wall Street, so The Accountant, so yeah. So he's big enough where he can I'm just saying like he could pop up in an MCU movie, and a lot of people were like, wait, who's that? Like,
Mhm.
his face is fairly recognizable, and then obviously you throw on the Punisher logo, people will get it. So yeah.
Mhm.
But
And I
I'm
like
like,
this version of the Punisher. He
mhm,
I think he's a little more fleshed out than probably the most fleshed out of at least the live action versions.
mhm.
I think the only one that kind of came close to him was Thomas Jane, but like I say that in terms of his acting as a Punisher movie, it wasn't the greatest. It was more just kind of like a standard revenge flick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Bernthal's take on the role. So I'm already excited to see him show up in Born Again.
Mhm.
And yeah, I hope
Yeah.
hope they give him his solo series back.
So I mean, you already know Marvel Update said like 4 or 5 months ago that Marvel Studios reported it was all the same actors from the Netflix era to return to the MCU.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So and they're all going to be in Born Again one because it's two parts, either part one or part two. You expect to see all of them in that, and probably be kept under wraps for a lot of people. So yeah, I mean, I'm expecting that to be there. And I'm not surprised by Bernthal is going to be coming back as him. Um,
Mhm.
Punisher is awesome, and Marvel has now shown the willingness to show R-rated or NR type of content, right? So you could
Mhm.
go real bloody, you could go real, like with the stuff that's going on, and they're going to get dark, and they're fine with it now. And there's a platform to actually use that. So
Yeah,
it makes more sense for him to join now than ever. So
yeah.
but I expect that. But I will push back. I think Krista Ritt has been in more movies than Jon Bernthal. So,
She might have been.
She might have been.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure she's been a lot. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, she had the monopoly on the kind of stuck up bitchy best friend role back in the
oh
back
yeah,
in the
in the teens.
2010s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. She's been in
a lot.
Yeah.
a
She's been in
lot.
a lot of stuff.
But the
But
Punisher's like 6'1", and
I
like
never
Yeah.
saw the Punisher as like a
huge. Like he's
huge
supposed to be
dude.
this dude. Look, he's intimidating. Like he has these giant shoulders, giant chest, barrel chested, whatever. I always thought that he was kind of too small for it overall.
Yeah.
Mm,
I
But
think
his intensity is what really wins me over his acting
what
ability.
mhm,
yeah, I think from a physical standpoint, probably the closest that came to like comic accurate Punisher in live action was probably well, not even probably, definitely Ray
Ray
Stevenson.
Stevens.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, like a big dude, like a huge, just built like a shit brick house.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, what Bernthal lacks in the build, like you said, Brian, I think he makes up in intensity. Like you said, you kind of buy him as an experienced like career military guy who saw some shit go down.
Yeah.
So I like that. I like that they kind of I like that they went more into the PTSD element
Mhm.
of the character. I thought that was a good idea. He just felt a little more layered than he did in any of the previous movies, and dare I say even some of the comics. He's very, and depending on who's writing him, sometimes he's a little
Very,
he's a little more one note in the
yep,
comics.
yep, very
Mhm.
much so.
So that was a good idea. It made him feel more like a rounded character, which I really appreciated. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever they want to do with the Punisher, give me as
Yeah.
much as possible. I'm
If you're
I'm
gonna
good with it.
do it right though. Make it R-rated. Let's make it bloody. Let's do it the right way. Don't give
Yeah,
me crap.
no, don't water it down.
Yeah.
Because it seems like they're going in the right direction with Daredevil Born Again, based on what we've seen. It seems like it's going to maintain the tone of the Netflix series, just kind of incorporating it into a bigger universe. So I hope they do the same thing with the Punisher, just maintain the tone of the Netflix show and just incorporate it into the bigger universe while not losing sight of the tone.
Yeah. So like Bernthal was asked about this in D23 of 2024. So he had said this, quoted, he goes, I'm grateful to be doing it with these people, grateful that we're sort of preserving the intensity and again the integrity of what we were doing before and building on that. So I think he like understands, like, hey, what we did before was amazing. Let's keep it going. Let's keep that kind of vibe, and it's super awesome. But I'll go ahead.
Well, no, I was gonna say I don't give Disney a lot of credit, but they're making the right decision with this.
We want to hear from you guys. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about the Punisher coming back or any other of the Netflix guys possibly coming back. We want to hear from you guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. We're trying to get to 2,000 by the end of the year. We'll see if we can get to that. So make sure you share, like and subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. But we appreciate all you guys checking us out on the replay. And if you are watching live, stick around because we're going to move on to our next topic.